Once again, we are here. Welcome to Atomic Spoken English at Smart Classes. Let's say learn English swiftly. You're watching
Shiftly.
ECC with us with the Dr. Alka Mahajan ma'am. So it is always when I come and receive and connect. So like this, I think that it is a huge connection between after our parents and the global educators when we connect. And Dr. Alka is like something like way of different when she treats me as a doll. So I'm like I don't need to speak much about it. So Alka ma'am, after I think giving a lot of sessions to my shining stars, now they all are your shining stars. So my dear shining star, you can imagine that
Absolutely.
yeah, Dr. Alka, ma'am is going like she loves me that much, and she always say that you are my doll. So you can't even imagine how much she's going to love you all. So just have that connection and just listen, concentrate carefully, and absolutely, ma'am is so like magnanimous, so lively personality. You are going to anyhow connect with. So I believe we are going to good to go now. Over to you, Dr. Alka ma'am. The next 30 minutes is all yours. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, so first of all, a very good evening to all of you. Lovely, bright, brilliant, beautiful, shining stars. So good to see you and connect with you. Hamesha acha lagta hai. It's always a very good feeling to be interacting with you because, we learn a lot from you as well. It's not that only we're doing the teaching, but we're learning also. It's a two-way process, and we're going to be talking about positive communication. Communication, you all know what it is. Can someone tell me what communication is? What is communication? How do you understand what communication is? Okay, yes, the little one. Wait, yeah. Let me wear my glasses. Yes, it is Gunika. Yes, Gunika.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, communication is that when we talk to other one and get the feeling or their suggestion to suggestion from uh, her or his side.
Okay. All right. So when we're talking to someone, basically we're connecting with that person. Okay. Anybody wants to say something else? Would someone want to
Yeah,
add to that?
yes,
Okay. Yes, Sapna.
communication.
Sapna.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, communication is a process where when we deliver something uh, important to other one, and he receives our message. That is communication.
Very good. So we're communicating something important so that the other person understands what it is. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
ma'am.
one
Yeah.
more. Maybe one more answer before we begin. One more answer. Yes, Madhuji, will you
Yes,
say something? Yes.
expressing our emotions.
Yes, expressing our emotions. And tell me one thing, is communication always about speaking? Supposing I do this.
No, no,
So,
no.
yeah. So, what does this
No,
mean?
ma'am,
What
it
does
is
this
not
mean?
only
Yeah.
speaking.
So, it means that it is not only by speaking, which is, it is also through signs, through our gestures, through our
Gestures, postures.
expressions, the different kind of expressions that we have. So when we have a smile on our face, the most important thing when we're talking about positive communication is that we always have a smile on the face so that the other person wants to talk to us. अब आप सोचो, imagine that you go to meet someone and that person is मुंह फुला के, and in a very grumpy kind of a mood, complaining and cribbing and screaming and shouting. Would you like to talk to such a person? No. Why? Because the way the person is communicating is does not make you feel good. So simply said,
Yeah.
communication that makes you feel good, makes you feel valued is positive communication. Now, when we talk about positive communication, there are lots of things to it. So, when we're communicating to someone, now supposing you are talking to me and I look here, I look there, I look there. So, is that good communication? मैं इधर देख रही हूँ मैं उधर देख रही हूँ
No,
आई एम
no.
लुकिंग एवरीवेयर बट लुकिंग एट यू जबकि मुझे आई शुड बी लुकिंग एट यू so which means that this is not right. Active communication means when you are with the person, eye contact, and you are listening to what the person is saying respectfully. Why respectfully? Because if you want to be heard, you need to hear others as well. You see, it works always. If I want to say something and I want the other person to hear, then the other person should be respectful enough of listening to me, and I should be respectful of that other person. It's a two-way traffic. We have to give respect. We have to feel compassionate. We have to be friendly. We have to have a smile on our face. And then, one thing which I've always noticed is that if we use words that are very harsh, when we're talking to someone, the person gets put off. And the person, maybe, the person doesn't mean it, but because the person had a lot of things to do, the person had, maybe the person is a little stressed out, he or she says something which the other person may not like. And when that happens, there is misunderstanding. Sometimes you can even notice this when you're doing emails, when you're texting to one another. And if you give one word answers, it's like, I would like to see you. Okay. If you just do an okay, will the other person actually want to see you? No. But if you'll say, I love that, it sounds more encouraging. So communication needs to be positive. That is so important. Now tell me, I'll give you an example. I'll use a very simple example. Now, you are at home, and you are watching TV, and you are eating chocolate ice cream. And while eating the chocolate ice cream, it finishes. Just as you have your last spoonful of your chocolate ice cream, which is yummy, because you're watching television, you're just eating, eating, and the whole thing gets over. And suddenly your friend comes and she's looking at the chocolate ice cream, because obviously she also likes chocolate ice cream, or he also likes chocolate ice cream. So you look at him, and if you say something like this, khatam ho gaya, I can't help it, khatam ho gayi, how will the other person feel? Good or bad?
He or she will feel bad.
Not good.
Yeah, he'll
Bad
feel bad.
feeling.
He'll feel bad. Okay, but if you say something like this, oh, listen, I just was watching TV, I finished the whole thing. I'll do one thing. You have that chocolate which is there in the fridge, that Cadbury fruit and nut dairy milk chocolate. I'll just grab an ice cream from the nearby store. How will
Yeah,
the other
yeah, yeah.
person feel? How will the other
She will
person feel?
feel happy. She will feel happy.
Why
She
will
or he
why,
will feel happy.
why will this other person feel happy? Now I would like,
Positive communication.
yes, because I am communicating something in a very positive way.
Positive.
I'm not being
Yeah.
harsh. I'm not saying, sorry, khadam ho gayi. Can't help it. I'm not doing something like that. I'm doing like, all right, do one thing. Have that chocolate which is there in the fridge. It's a good one, a big bar of fruit and nut, dairy, Cadbury's fruit and nut. Have that. I'll just run to the store. You enjoy, you watch television, have your chocolate. I'll just be back in 2 minutes with that chocolate, with a chocolate ice cream. How will the person feel? Very valued. He will feel that,
Yeah.
yeah, this person cares for me, and he will like to be with you. So communication through the way we talk, our tone. So saying the same thing in different ways can also mean different things. And if you are not friendly, if you are not concerned about the person, if you have an attitude which is indifferent, meaning you're there with the person but you're looking elsewhere, it is not positive communication. Now I'm going to ask all of you today. I have given you this little bit. We have to, consciously, because these are English classes that we're doing. So it's very important that when we speak with positive communication. We speak to the other person, making the other person feel worthy, valuable, valued, and we are friendly and we have a smile on our face. If we don't have a smile, because the person is also checking out our body language. You remember in one class I talked about body language. I said that, you should sit, you should have a good posture. Don't be very sloppy, have a smile on your face, be encouraging, say nice things to the person. If you can change a negative situation, like in this little example that I gave you, There was no ice cream, but the negative situation was converted into a positive one by saying that I will just rush. The store is nearby, and I will just get a new tub of chocolate ice cream for you. It made all the difference. It made all the difference. Communication needs to be positive, and we should consciously make it that way. And we need to be very brief, very specific. Zyada idhar udhar ki baat nahi karo. I mean, come to the point, but nicely. If you had to do something for someone, which commitment kari hai, you've made a commitment and you're not able to do it, I can't do this. This is not the right way. Say, give me 2 more hours and I will have it done. It makes all the difference. Or give me 2 days more and I'll have this presentation ready for you and you will definitely get a good grade in school. कितना फर्क पड़ जाता है. Positive communication motivates a person. It encourages one to communicate, to interact, to talk with someone. Otherwise क्या होता है, our confidence level goes zero. We feel that we don't want to talk to this person. This person is a big khadoos, I mean, the moment you go to this person, he will talk to us in a way that we just want to run away from there. Now you will tell me, we have an idea what positive communication is. Now, this doesn't happen in just one day. You have to make this a habit when you talk to people. So, try to incorporate positive words in your talk. Do not say words like, so instead of saying, you should do this, say, we can do this together. फर्क आ गया ना. You should do this. मतलब आप उसके ऊपर, you're imposing something on that person, you're thopoing something on that person, and you're sounding as if you are the king or you're the queen. But if you say, let's do this together, ekdam farak, and the person will like to hear it. The person will like to hear you, and the person will like to do things with you and will like to learn from you. Otherwise, why would anybody want to learn from you if the other person is, you know um having an attitude of, I am the best? It doesn't work that way. We need to have this attitude of lifelong learning. Now, I'm going to quickly ask all of you to share something positive that you said to someone which made a little difference to them. Okay, we can do this little briefly because your Madhvi ma'am told me this is only for half an hour. So if you can quickly share, because then I'll know whether you've understood what I've tried to tell you today in a conversational way. So let's begin with let me see. Yeah, let's begin with what is this? S Jani.
Janani, as Janani.
Janani. That's a beautiful
Yeah,
name.
ma'am.
Very
Janani,
different.
Gunika, Madhu ma'am, Jyoti ma'am.
Oh, the rest I know. Only I got confused with her name. So this is a beautiful name, Janani. Will you tell me some area
Thank you,
where you had
ma'am.
this? Yeah, some area where you had this little positive communication with someone, and how it made the other person feel? Okay,
Ma'am,
anyone who can
once
think.
a time,
Yeah, once a time, Janani, you were saying
my best
something.
friend got low mark in her exam,
Okay.
but she felt very heartbroken and she was crying for a long time because she was a topper and she never gave up. But at this situation, she felt very lonely and she wants some inspirational words. So, usually, I have a character. I never leave anyone to feel or suffer from anything. So, I went to her and I told, nothing is impossible. If you try hard, you can achieve it. And this really motivates her. And now she got full mark in our subject, and she and myself were first topper in our class.
Wow. See the kind of impact you had on your friend just by the way you talked to her, the way you encouraged her, the way you motivated her. It's sometimes just that one word, because I say all the time, words are energy. Words have the power to make your life or to break your life. Okay, so you did something very good by boosting the morale of your friend, and that's what positive communication is all about. Very good. And I loved your confidence, Channi, and I loved your name. Thank you. You were brilliant. Okay, maybe we can now have Gunika give an example.
Yes, ma'am. Uh, in my uh, in my colony, I have a positive talk. between my teachers and some of my friends in the art class or karate class.
Okay, that's good. So how do you talk to them? You encourage them, and they encourage you.
I speak them. I talk with them politely in polite manners that they also not to feel bad.
Very good. Very good, Gunika. Keep it up. That's brilliant. That's the way everybody needs their respect. And when you give
Like
respect to others,
in a friendly manner, not rudely.
very good, very good, very good. And Madhuji, tell me what are those? There could be some powerful words, or maybe you would also like to say something before I ask everyone about two very powerful words for communication, positive communication. Maybe some
Yes,
incident you would like to share with us.
yes, I would like to share.
Yes.
Once what happened, there was my colleague. We used to leave office at 6 o'clock every day, but one day she was being scolded by our boss, and she had been given some extra work, so she was in under great stress. So it was 6 o'clock, and we all were leaving. So I asked her if I could help her. I said, "Let me help you out, and we can finish this in 15 minutes." And if it is not completed, then I'll talk to boss, and we will come early in the morning tomorrow, and we will finish tomorrow. So I said we will do it. So she was a little bit secure that
Felt better.
she will help me.
Yeah.
That
Mm.
so she loved it, and I tried to help her also. But we stayed there for another 15-20 minutes, but still it was incomplete. So I assured her that in the morning also I'll come and help you out. So don't worry.
Lovely. I just love this. And this was so positive, you know. You made your friend feel that there was someone she could, actually depend on. You gave her that sense of security along with positive talk. This is what positive communication is. And we need to make this consciously, we need to make this a part of our lives. And there are two very powerful words when we're communicating. One is thank you, and one is please. The moment you add a please to anything that you want someone to do for you, the person will gladly do it for you. And you say it nicely. The tone also has to be good. Please, can you help me with this project? And with a smile on the face. It makes all the difference. It's a very small thing, but it goes a long way in shaping your personality and in helping you grow in life. That's the power of positive communication. So, with that, we will wind this up today because I want to stick to the time. Dr. Madhvi ma'am told me that we have limited time, and I think you have a class at 9 p.m. as well. So, from me to all of you, lots of love, lots of blessings. Keep learning, keep growing, and there is your Madhvi ma'am. So, Madhvi, I stuck to my time today.
Ma'am, I would have heard you with a whole night. There's no issues.
No,
But
no,
I'm
I know
like,
that.
there's only
You
another
have to.
session. Yeah,
I
that
know,
is
I
only
know,
we are
I can
complies,
understand.
ma'am. We are complies. We're totally. But I am always impressed by your depth of the knowledge, which you always, and it is constantly impressive. So I believe that it you really know how to make the simply complex thing. Where you have that vibe in you, and trust me, I never want you to call me ma'am. I'm happy to be a doll. So you
Oh,
can
yes.
always call me a
I'll
doll.
continue
Even
calling
we are
you
in professional,
Madhvi doll.
yeah.
I
Even we
know,
are in
I know.
professional setup.
Oh, that's okay. So I'll now call you doll only. So, my lovely shining star. So you're my shining stars as well, and not only my dolls' shining stars. So my dolls' shining stars are also my shining stars. So I just want you to consciously make positive communication a part of your life and always be happy, be friendly, smile, learn, grow, and life will become absolutely beautiful for all of you. So, with good wishes and blessings, let's say bye to one another.
We are thrilled to be connecting with you, ma'am.
Nice connecting with you, ma'am.
We
Absolutely. But
always
stay
take
For
your
connected.
words,
today.
ma'am.
Thank you. Good day.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Bye.
really, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Adrenaline
Take
rush.
care. Yes, I am
We are
seeing
waiting for the
someone
next
waiting.
as well,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Okay,
ma'am.
yes,
We are
absolutely. Next
waiting.
time we will talk something similar to this, so that we'll have a continuity in communication. So maybe we can talk about proverbs, or we could talk about poetry, how to recite some lines. We can do
True.
that next time. All right.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
till then,
Certainly. Certainly,
love.
dear ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let me just say bye
Nice
bye
connecting
now.
with you.
So leave the studio. Okay, here it is.
Thank you.
So, Maria Shining Star, so as I have to switch to another class, so you can also leave, no problem. And we'll be joining again tomorrow's class. So, till that time, let's say together, learn English safely.
Swiftly.
For the last 10 years, TEDx speaker Dr. Madhvi Borsi Sinch Insa has been educating students. In the contemporary era, children used to entertain themselves with movie songs, but students under her are interested in learning, singing, and rapping educational songs. She has presented education in the best form, where anyone can do their studies happily without any stress. Her method of teaching is effective. According to the outcome, adults and senior citizens are also taking an interest in studies. She has described it as a way to develop an interest in education. She has been invited to various national and international webinars as an international guest speaker in which she has explained the easiest technique for studying. She is a